Hey guys, Tyrip here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Belgorod. Playing for today, spawning on the right, we have JungleJake as Soviets, who has guard motor coordination, shock rifle frontline, and Soviet combined arms. In a Orbite, playing as Soviets also, who has guard motor coordination, Soviet combined arms, and defensive. On the left hand side, we have a Mont-Asir playing as OKW with elite armored. Alpha for ground forces and breakthrough. And finally Gena also is OKW, who has locked into elite armored immediately. In terms of rankings here, this is a random team game. JungleJake 150-ish. Orbite, this replay is over a month old now, so rank's hidden. But it's top 100 of the factions and top 200 a couple 2v2 teams. Gena, 100 I think, and Mont-Asir around 200.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Some OKW players converging on the center. Big time wire up in the south for Orbite. Caught out here just before they complete their sandbags. I'll try a soft retreat. Oh, we got a tier 1, a late tier 1 for Orbite. Good for the conscripts first. Good idea though, definitely good idea going for tier 1 against a double OKW team. At least one of the Soviet players should go for it, I would say. Especially, obviously the Allies don't know that they're up against elite armored, but M3 is a excellent counter to the 221. That's interesting sandbags over there as well. Maybe going to jump inside, not yet. Pulling those stern pies pretty hard though. Conscripts doing some nice work from up here. Push coming in. Trinity now out in the open, getting cut down pretty quickly. Here comes the 221. M3 still pretty healthy though. Pretty even matchup between these two. Oh boy, but not if the M3 is driving around and not shooting. Ooh, pretty bad handling on that. Backing out now. Quite a lot of damage though. Still trying to keep it on the front lines. This is actually very risky. The 221's diving in. Pops the speed boost, trying to get out of there. Or maybe the penals can finish the job here though. Indeed they do. Alright, well, I think the 221 is more expensive. Not by a huge amount. Cancels it. Did build a Raketin as well, so Gena in a bit of an awkward position now. Under strength, the Raketin has nothing to shoot at. Could cause some map control issues down in the south for a while. But yeah, I don't think the 221 is generally a very good idea against Soviet tier 1. Just, we saw the M3A1, a very good option against it already, and it's already on the field. Combined with the option of, them just upgrading one of these penals with PTRSs also shuts down the 223 if you ever manage to upgrade it, so not rebuilding, very understandable. Standard 4 Fox Trinity action from Mont-Asir. It's going to be a big old battle up here. Mont-Asir though with one extra squad. Lobbing a lot of incendiary grenades here. I don't think I'd be throwing a grenade on this position at least. Kind of running through it, doing damage to his own units. Trying to save some of that munitions for some weapon upgrades. General's over here, helping out. That's a good incendiary grenade. Flushing them out of heavy cover. Not really in hot pursuit. Seems like Mont-Asir going for some blob tactics. Oh, conscript down in the south. Alright. Maybe not paying full attention. Not really is outnumbering the penals here, slowly winning. All by locking into guard motor, got some guards coming through. And now I've got the MG34 as well. Tier 3 coming up for JungleJake out the back. Pretty good timing on the construction of that. Could maybe hit a quad timing here if you wanted to. Oh wow, flak half track from Gena, okay. I suppose it's understandable, you know, he's already invested into getting the battle group up. Reasonable timing. Get out the early flak, delay his, you know, extra squad of infantry. I think that's a fair idea actually. They're overall pretty even split on the map to this point. Pretty close on VP still as well. Going back quite early with the flak half track there. Pushing, you know, just retreating with that squad, not really capitalizing and gaining any territory on the back of that. And indeed, it is going to be the quad for JungleJake, okay. Not a huge fan of the quad up against the flak half track, but see how it gets on. Meanwhile, Mont-Asir going for a infantry support gun here. Interesting. Currently, you know, we're still quite early in the game. I don't know. There's no real support weapons. This might be a little bit early on the infantry support gun. Has left him vulnerable, doesn't have enough manpower to build a Raketin at this stage. Probably should have been that manpower investment. Oh no, the mine gets triggered. Leaves behind the flamethrower. Maybe the conscripts can recover it. They are lobbing a Molotov. These squads getting suppressed but not pinned yet. They've been getting shot at. Oh, they get pinned just before they reach it. And the conscripts are able to recover it. Unfortunate about the mine triggering there from the ISG round. That causes JungleJake some losses. Going for a regular Soviet mortar here as well. And the flare on that is very helpful, so it does make some sense. Oh, no medics yet for Mont-Asir. He was quite late getting the upgrade here as well. These two squads, not too bad though. Back half track, just inching forwards. Do have a Zis from Orbite, so side ticking here. Still doesn't have tier 3 up himself, so probably going to go for a T-34 rush. Looking to dig in. It is pretty hard to deal with the flak half track with PTRS units. Much safer to try and get an anti-tank gun out. So I can understand the side tick here from Orbite. I would not be running around at the moment without some repairs. Too risky with that Zis hanging about. Okay, Shrek connecting. Pops the speed boost and make sure he doesn't get foul. So we've got a demo charge just on the corner there as well. Max him out for Jungle Jake as well. Getting some suppression in, and got a couple units coming around the corner here though. Quad backing quite far off. Demo charge triggering. Not going to get any damage done to the enemies with that. Back half track not fully repaired but brought in nonetheless. As this rotated to the center. So not in position to fight back. That works out pretty well for Gena.
You have orders? Engineer standing by. Don't panic! Squad back to full strength.
Okay, good push through here from the conscripts. Able to follow up and apply enough pressure that Mont-Asir decides to cut and run, which I think is the right choice. Especially with the quad coming up. So Kitten's not quite on the front lines yet. No time to retreat. Panzer headquarters up for Gena. Upgrading that now. Mont-Asir a little bit behind in the tech, considering he didn't go for any light vehicles. He's got a lot of fuel. Should be trying to get that tech going. Bit of maxim work here. Flak half track. Pretty mobile, switching from side to side. We do have a Zis, but only just hitting the field now for JungleJake. So, not in the best position to defend against this. He does have anti-tank grenades on the conscripts though. That's helpful. Quad going to stay light on its feet. Dodging away from all this anti-tank. We've got 2 Rakitans and the Shrek up here. Missing. This is Barrage clearing off the machine gun. The center guards in firing positions over here. Looks like they're winding up for a grenade, but maybe it got cancelled by getting suppressed. Back half track forcing some team weapon retreats there on JungleJake. Quad could be in some trouble with the Rakitan moving up. Setting up. So the guards, one Rakitan does end up connecting on the quad. And the allies getting forced off hard here.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
Suppression not quite enough to hold back the Axis blobs. And the wipes costing the allies a bit here. JungleJake though does have a bit of extra manpower spare. It's this barrage to force back Mont-Asir. There we go, flak half track also getting forced back. Faust connecting, but Kitten's quite far away. Doesn't look like it's going to push forwards to try and finish it off either. Maybe another Zis barrage going to be incoming. Well, that's the first squad of Obers for Gena. Pretty good timing on that. This is where the penals can start to fall off. Squad not even vet 2 yet, so doesn't even have that as an advantage over the Obers. With the guards there, Obers have to get out. Triple cap running against the allies though, they're draining up pretty fast. Looks like they're about to be under pressure on their fuel point as well. It's looking a little bit grim here for the allies to start things off. JungleJake has got his tech up, going for some shock troops now as well. All right around there for the T-3485, just needs to start production on it. And here it it comes. I'm a bit surprised not to see some more Zisparage action here. I thought, you know, there's a couple opportunities between this one and down here as well. Kind of turn those sandbags from an asset to almost a liability since the units are so clumped up in them. I know that Zisparage does get reduced by the sandbags, but partially offset by the clumping as well. I set some sandbags, but MG34 going to get to work. Flat half track coming back as well, finally repaired. Looks like maybe JungleJake giving up on the north a bit more here, pushing into the center. Let's see if this T-34-85 can turn things around for the double Soviet team. They are in some big trouble at the moment. Oh boy, and there goes the quad. Oof. Okay, shock troops getting to work here. Seeing a lot of retreats. Continuing to flank around as well. We do have the Schwer not quite in range of them. Hot pursuit now of that MG34. It does still have the smoke grenade available. Might just go for an HE here though. Gets it through. Oh, concussive grenade out. Good idea from Mont-Asir, making that retreat safe. And JungleJake unable to dodge away from that in time. Would have been hard to with the way that the shock troop squad was spread out there as well. Very hard to dodge away from that concussive grenade. And now the Panzer IV from Mont-Asir. Quite late though, as I was saying, like his tech timing's pretty slow for Mont-Asir. I mean, I could imagine if he got this out like 2 minutes earlier, this pushback from the Allies wouldn't have been nearly as successful. They could have kept the point drain going. Okay, and wow, he also locks into Elite Armoured. Well, it does give the Panzer IVJ a bit more firepower against the T-34-85. The extra penetration and damage comes in handy against that.
Command level capabilities ready for deployment.
Connection there. Didn't activate the AP ammo though. Plenty of munitions to do so as well. Work here from Mont-Asir in the north. Maxim getting flanked. Do you have the shock troops coming in? So there's this in the center at the moment. Brings it out of camouflage. Pushing up to the north now. Good idea. T-34-85 getting repaired up. Nice teamwork there. Man, JungleJake is really struggling in the north at the moment. It looks like he's going for the IS-2 stall, so you know he's paying for it right now in terms of territory control. Really hurting. But once that IS-2 hits the field, we'll be very strong. Kitten hasn't really had much of a chance to vet up. Didn't land too many shots on that quad. It's going to be like an unvetted Raketin up against the IS-2, which is very good news for JungleJake. A heavy mortar. I didn't really notice this for Orbite, but just 6 kills already. Not a lot of veterancy on that though. Just getting almost straight kills. T-34-85 in the south now. Got the Raketin nearby. Double Raketins now for Gena. Bit of work with the smoke there from Mont-Asir, maybe thinking about going for a push. Kitten though, shutting down the T-3485 in the south. Activated the heat shells this time, but the 85 has already pulled back. Guards getting a little bit of work done. Up the marked vehicle, but didn't really get any value out of that. Tiny bit of extra PTRS damage, that was it. Plant a mine just there, he's still standing on it, it's a little bit risky. Panzer IV nearby. Looks like there's attention focused in the north at the moment, JungleJake. Once again though, the Axis setting up the triple cap. Points are going to drain out very quickly now for the Allies. Ooh, close call for that fault screen there. Comes the IS-2. Let's see if this can turn things around for the Allies. They desperately need it to. Looks like he's going to roll straight through the center. We got a Sturm Tiger up there from Mont-Asir. Oh, I mean, if that misses its first two rockets, that could be the avenue the Allies needed to get back into this one. Whoa, accidental volt onto the wrong side of the sandbags. Down he goes. Panzer IV, though, heading back. Catching the conscripts on retreat. Unfortunate there for Gena. That's why you got to like drag right click into cover rather than just right click on sandbags. Always at risk of vaulting in. Okay, the double allied tanks up here in the north. Sturm Tiger raising its barrel, stuns. The IS-2 right on the edge of its range though, barely any damage out of anti-tank gun range as well. This is connecting, got the marked vehicle active on the Sturm Tiger. A little bit slow backing off. Decent grenade. Suppression though from the machine gun. Good machine gun positioning. Pretty impressive so far from Mont-Asir. But oh boy, here comes a Katyusha, and there's a lot of stuff clumped up over here. A little bit slow on the retreat. Getting out of there. Oh boy, just with the machine gun. S2 in hot pursuit, but doesn't have a machine gun upgrade, so doesn't have the steady bleed. And maybe JungleJake could capture that Raketin. Will be a nice tool up against his Sturm Tiger. A little bit of extra firepower. Maybe coming in from the side though, getting decrew. Malaysia's picked that up, going to delay the repairs on the IS-2. Yak Panzer though from Gena, that's a good option if you got those heat shells boosting up the penetration. Able to recover the Zis as well, and then the IS-2 backing off. This Maxim could get a little bit more involved up here in the north. Allies are getting very low on VPs, might be worth just risking pushing it in here, trying to go for the capture. Yeah, ordinarily the Jagdpanzer are not the best in terms of penetration compared to the other tank destroyers, but good rate of fire, and the heat shells really helps out in the penetration department. Boosting up by 30%. Looks like Gena going to go for the third tech truck. Katyusha about ready to roll again for Orbite. Great start to the action for him. Looks like the Sturm Tiger's been out of action for quite a long time. Before holding the north, but here comes the IS-2, not fully repaired, but confident nonetheless. Here comes the Sturm Tiger, but nice early retreat there from the Soviet mortar. Took a while to retreat since it was kind of mid-animation firing a shell. Maybe the Sturm Tiger could have decrewed it there just because of that extra delay. vehicle active again. Before I drop some artillery up here. Don't know if it hit anything. I don't see any corpses. Treaty is not going to be able to cap. Penal's there. Stunning it in place, but already pulling back with the Jagdpanzer. Got the Katyusha barrage coming in. Pressuring the kittens. Pressuring all the team weapons actually. Really good scatter. Heavy mortar coming down as well. The treaties for Gena did indeed go down in the south. Wasn't paying attention, it looked like. Good dodge on the concussive grenade. Got the AT gun down here as well, so Sturmpos need to get out. S-35 now for all white. Time fuse coming down as well. I see some mines up though from Gena. One area where all white is weak, you know, he doesn't have a second combat engineer for the sweeper. And you don't have a huge amount to spend your munitions on this command. I suppose you can just spam the repairs, which in this case might be a decent option. Reduce the downtime on the Panzer IV. Got 300 floating, you might as well, right? Maybe around 200. You want to save a bit of munis for the winded barrage shells. 300, I think you're ready to spam. Heavy mortar though has been doing work from the center. Same with the regular Soviet mortar. Pretty close to vet 3 on that. Good Blinkorper there though. And the Allies feeling the VP pressure. Oh, the Obers go down on retreat? What was that? Or were they just soft retreating? Either way, big hit from the mortar. Oh, that was a short one. I thought that the Sturmtiger was aiming for the center, but much shorter than I was expecting. Didn't really hit too much, and this is what I was kind of fearing for the Axis. They're in such a strong position, but these first 3 Sturmtiger rockets haven't really done anything. Oh my god, and the Katyusha kills off the flak half-track as well. Allies don't have a huge amount of planes, but they do have the recon plane from the marked vehicle. I was kind of shutting down the sight of that and providing some suppression in the center as well. Jagdpanzer are in some trouble. S-35 chasing it down in the bottom area. Very risky here from Gena trying to fire back. Here comes the T-34-85 trying to clear things off. This is a big mishandling of the armor for Gena. Kit coming down now though. Here goes the Panzer IV. Jagdpanzer still one shot. S-85 coming in. I think the marked vehicle sight is still active. He just didn't back it away. Maybe he didn't realize the marked vehicle was on the Jagdpanzer providing the sight. Oh, the mine nearly knocks out the T-34, but it doesn't. Mont-Asir losing a Volksgrenadier in the center. And now the Axis. They're in some big trouble. To put it kindly, you can see Gena really just has nothing left after losing the Obers, Panzer IV and Jagdpanzer in quick succession, as well as a Raketen. He's got almost nothing left in terms of army now. Easily avoidable Jagdpanzer loss there. And even the Panzer IV, he should have just been like, okay, my Panzer IV is at half health, my Jagdpanzer's one shot, just pull all the way back into base, repair up. I've got the fast repairs. No need to just try to do some fancy plays and end up losing everything for no gain at all. And that, yeah, that was very costly for Gena. Gone for a rebuild on the Panzer IV. Okay, he did manage to recover a Raketen, it looks like, so Alright. Oh, way out the back on the ISG. Catches the Volksgrenadiers on retreat, and it looks like the weapon could even go down to this. Another nasty Katyusha barrage. Oh, he's using the creeping barrage. I see. Doesn't see much play, the old creeping barrage, but some good results there for Albite. Ooh, big Sturm Tiger shot. Kitten's coming in from the side. Got the engine crit on the T-34. IS-2 coming around the corner as well. So the Allies want to get the kill on this. No engine crit though. Sturm Tiger actually backing away quite fast. S-35 was on focused sight as well, so quite slow on the chase. Oh boy, a Panther out from Mont-Asir, but looks like it took a mine. Dropping in the artillery though to keep things safe, and actually gets the D-crew on the Raketen. Still under some trouble though, Zis and the IS-2 right there. Recrew on the Raketen as well. IS-2 going to push forwards a bit further. Try to get that last shot through. There it goes, but now maybe could go down, and does to the Raketen. So overall, not a good trade for JungleJake. Could conceivably have got out of that with one more bounce with the IS-2's relatively strong armor, but it wasn't happening. So, that turned out to be an okay trade for Mont-Asir in the end. Taking down that IS-2 from, disaster strikes with the mine. Comes Panther straight away. Still, we can see the army sizes favoring the Allies, and that's with Albite still floating 1,000 manpower. If he just funnels that into some more troops, he's in a very strong position. JungleJake, meanwhile, may be considering just going straight for the IS-2. He's got a Katyusha out recently himself. Incendiary artillery up there in the north. That's going to shut down the capping attempt. Triple cap running against the Axis at the moment. Double AT guns up here as well. Panzer IV's got to stay on its toes. Could die very, very easily. Empire's getting out of there. Don't like what they see there. Vet 3 penals behind heavy cover. Time Fuse coming down the center as well. Oof. Friendly fire from the mine there, doing some big damage. Nearly knocking out both those combat engineers. Puma from Gena. Gonna go on a mission to try kill the Katyushas. Waiting for his opportunity, waiting for the path to be clear. Could just sneak around this side, but doesn't want to get spotted by those penals. So now maybe is the time to sneak around the corner. You've got to be careful when doing this. Ideally, you don't want to run over bushes. Make those noises in the fog of war. Katyusha revealing itself back here. Puma. Going for the ISG. Here comes the Puma. Need to pop the heat shells. He activates them nice and early. Puma missing its first shot. Here goes one. Oh, this could be disastrous for the Allies. JungleJake also trying to react. Puma missing again. There we go. Another Katyusha down. What about the third one? Vet 2 already on this. He's not on prioritized vehicles. The turret facing the wrong direction here for the Puma. He's popping smoke. Heat shells have worn off now. He's 2 shots here to kill the Katyusha. The engine crit though might allow the Katyusha to escape. He's backing away. Oh, and the Puma misses. He needed to stop there to try and get max accuracy on that last shot. Either way, still very good value. Looks like during the distraction as well, the Jungle Jake just collapsing in the north, losing both of his anti-tank guns and his mortar. Does have the IS-2 out again though. Axis haven't been able to jump on the VPs though, on the back of that.
Rocket launcher on the field.
So yeah, overall good trade, good work there from Gena. I mean, I think one of those COH2s was Vet 2 as well. So definitely a good maneuver. That's the extra firepower from the heat shells coming in clutch. Ordinarily the Puma maybe not the best for those kind of dives because it does require 2 shots to kill. But with the extra damage from the heat shells, it's not such a big issue. I still think you need slightly more damage. You need like a tiny bit of machine gun damage as well, but it's alright. You can see how many times the Puma missed. Missed about 4 shots, I think, during that dive. Admittedly, Gena wasn't stopping for the max accuracy on those shots, but if you need to land 2 shots during one of those dives, oftentimes you don't have that kind of time. Big damage here onto the Panzer IV, and it goes down. Was that to a Katyusha rocket? Might have been. Able to dodge away from the artillery as well. Crush from the Sturmtiger, you don't see that too often. Rolling forwards here, going to go for the IS-2, no. Going for the Zis, IS-2 backs out of there, didn't even get stunned. Mont-Asir now, oh, he's got a fresh Panzer IV. I feel like he really should be going for a Panther though, to try and answer back the IS-2. You know, the Raketens maybe not so reliable now with so many pieces of rocket artillery on the field. Panther with the heat shells is a monster against the IS-2 and can shrug off the return fire from the AAT guns of JungleJake as well. He is lacking a bit in the anti-infantry department though, I suppose. You know, he doesn't have any obers scaling up. But yeah, the Axis have been suffering a lot under the VP pressure. About to tick under 100 here. They're finally starting to contest again now. Comes the Sturmtiger, Raketen on the move. A lot of health damage, but doesn't get the decrew, and only 1 model down as well. So you're going to back away after that. Oh boy, monster shot from the IS-2. Raketen's there, Panzer IV coming around the corner. Just not activating the heat shells, really needs to. P4 takes the engine crit, the Katyusha dealing with the Raketen. He pops the heat shells now, but he still bounces. 1 more shot maybe. Bounces again. I mean, even with the heat shells, he's still like 50%-ish to pin. So, you know, getting a little bit unlucky for sure, but IS-2 was still 2 shots to kill there, I think, even with heat shells. So really need to activate the heat shells earlier. Could have got 1 extra shot off. Got to try and maximize your chances. Comanches did end up going down though. And the Axis can cap behind this, bring up the ISG to do some capping. Decent idea from Mont-Asir. He's just floating so many resources at the moment. Good decrew on the Zis. Looks like Gena has been doing some work down in the south with that Panzer IV. Managed to rebuild the Jagdpanzer as well, and that's also helping out a lot. To the north. ISG staying in there for the cap though. Guards coming in from the side. on for the VP battle now. Both teams low. Army size is still favoring the double Soviet team. I think the rocket artillery just getting quite a few wipes, adding up in their favor. Sturm Tiger has been doing pretty good work as well, though.
Push your attack. They are down to 50 points.
Oh, if he takes an engine crit, though, it's going to be the end of the Sturm Tiger. Oh, but he gets a monster shot on the IS-2. I thought the IS-2 would run forwards there. But he didn't. He backed right into the Sturm Tiger shot. Well done by Mont-Asir. And Sturm Tiger gets out of there scot-free. The conscript's anti-tank grenades? Can he cancel it or something? I don't know what happened. No engine crit on the Sturm Tiger, though. Wow, that's really bad news for JungleJake. Going for a T-34 now. Oh, a bit of smoke out here. Going to cover the cap. Japan's are getting really aggressive and finds a Katyusha out the back. He's got the heat shells active as well. No snaring squads there for the Allies, so Jagdpanzer with free reign. Cheeky connection there from the SU-85. I think in the head-to-head with the Vet 3 bonuses, SU-85 is favoured. But here we go. Drainers on the Axis. They did have a slight VP lead. T-34's up here. See it bring up the Jagdpanzer. Missing its first shot, and so did the Raketen. Very good fortune there for the T-34. Mine triggering. Jagdpanzer missing again. And there's a Raketen. Oh, Jagdpanzer a little bit slow on the dodge. It's out of there though. Got the Katyusha barrage coming through. Does manage to get them neutralized. But then the Katyusha completes the decrew. Jagdpanzer backing off. See, very low on munitions. Another monster hit from that Sturm Tiger, but now a little bit exposed. Raketen got decrewed up here. T-34 going to go in for the ram just to secure things. Jagdpanzer coming back up. SU-85 facing the wrong direction. Jagdpanzer coming up here for Gena as well. Oh, one more shot, but no. Raketen missing as well. T-34 with the temporary engine crit gets made permanent there by running over a mine. 20 VPs left for the Axis. They take down the T-34 in the center. Capping in the south now. And there we go. Clock has stopped at 18. Oh boy, Jagdpanzer. Oh, T-34 misses. Jagdpanzer does not. Catch you later, JungleJake. How did this Katyusha go down way out the back? Did I see that? Was that to this Raketen just then? Oopsie daisy. And there we go. The Allies throw in the towel. Whew, close match there. It seemed like the Allies were going to get it done, but right at the end there, the Sturm Tiger knocking out the IS-2, that was massive. Yeah, I thought JungleJake would dodge forwards because it seemed to me like maybe the Sturm Tiger was going to target the Raketen that was a little bit further back, so good to at least spread your targets, not clump them right into each other. And that was really an important turning point. Great dive from Gena as well, with that Puma at the back, taking down 2 of the 3 Katyushas, nearly knocking out the 3rd as well. That made a pretty big difference. That rocket artillery bleed coming to a halt for a while there as the Allies rebuilt. Overall, though, albeit you can see just too much float throughout this match. Quite often, he's at 80-ish pop cap, still with a huge amount of resources in the bank. And that extra bit of capping power would have gone a long way in this match. But yeah, GG. Sturm Tiger, got off to a slow start, but boy, Did finish strong. I think I had close to 50 kills at the end there. A lot of wipes as well. Jungle Jake, not the strongest on the dodges of the Storm Tiger. Well done by Mont-Asir. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like a game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.